It takes years to build a Hollywood career, but only seconds to destroy it. These 10 celebrities were once beloved, respected, and even idolized until a single moment, a bad decision, or a dark truth came to light. Today on Celeb Knockout, we're diving deep into the top 10 celebrities who ruined their careers overnight. At 10th place, we have Armie Hammer's Cannibal Controversy. Armie Hammer was once on the path to becoming a Hollywood A-lister. From starring roles in The Social Network and Call Me By Your Name, he was set to be the next big thing. But in early 2021, disturbing messages allegedly sent by Hammer surfaced online. These messages detailed fantasies involving domination, violence, and even cannibalism. At first, many believed it was a hoax. But as more women came forward with allegations of emotional abuse, manipulation, and violent sexual behavior, the story snowballed. Hammer denied the claims, but the damage was done. He was dropped by his talent agency, lost roles in major films like Shotgun Wedding, and retreated from public life. Later, a House of Hammer documentary aired, revealing even darker family history and testimonies from exes. Once a rising star, now reduced to tabloid infamy. And just like that, Hollywood slammed the brakes on Armie's career.
The cannibal stuff, it's always my favorite.
It's wild.
Cannibal?
Why?
That they have to keep escalating.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the cannibal
I
stuff
do
now.
too.
At 9th place, we have Roseanne Barr's one tweet that cost everything. Roseanne Barr was one of television's most iconic figures. Her self-titled sitcom Roseanne was a cultural phenomenon in the 90s, and its 2018 reboot became a massive success, pulling in millions of viewers and even praise from the White House. But in May 2018, one late-night tweet changed everything. Roseanne compared former Obama aide Valerie Jarrett, a black woman, to an ape, calling her the child of the Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes. The tweet was instantly condemned as racist. ABC acted fast. Within hours, Roseanne was canceled. Barr was dropped by her agency, and the cast and crew lost their jobs overnight. Even though she apologized and blamed it on Ambien, the damage was irreparable. Barr later gave interviews doubling down on her beliefs, claiming she was misunderstood and politically targeted. But her career, once iconic, hasn't recovered since.
I thought the bitch was white! God damn it! I thought the bitch was white!
At 8th place, Jussie Smollett and his fake hate crime story. Jussie Smollett was a beloved star on the hit show Empire. But in January 2019, the actor claimed he was the victim of a hate crime in Chicago, saying 2 men attacked him while yelling racist and homophobic slurs, poured bleach on him, and tied a noose around his neck. Outrage followed. Celebrities and politicians rushed to support him. But cracks in the story began to show, and the investigation flipped. Authorities claimed Smollett orchestrated the attack himself, hiring 2 brothers he knew from the Empire set. In 2021, he was found guilty on 5 counts of disorderly conduct for lying to police. He served jail time and still maintains his innocence, but the public trust is gone. He became a punchline instead of a leading man. Smollett went from being a symbol of resilience to a cautionary tale about playing with public sympathy.
I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of black Americans in this country for over 400 years.
At 7th place, we have Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey was once considered one of the greatest actors of his generation. 2 Oscars. Dozens of iconic roles. But in 2017, at the height of the #MeToo movement, actor Anthony Rapp accused Spacey of making a sexual advance toward him when Rapp was just 14 years old. Instead of addressing the accusation head-on, Spacey deflected, coming out as gay in the same statement, which many viewed as an attempt to distract from the allegations. More than 30 others came forward with similar claims. Netflix dropped him from House of Cards, and projects he was set to star in were canceled or recast. Though he was acquitted in some legal cases, the damage to his public image has been permanent. Attempts at a comeback have failed to gain traction. Even today, Spacey is remembered less for his talent and more for the scandal that unraveled it all. At 6th place, we have Britney Spears' 2007 meltdown. Britney Spears was America's pop princess. Hit after hit, millions of albums sold, she defined early 2000s pop culture. But by 2007, everything spiraled out of control. Britney, hounded by paparazzi, going through a custody battle, and seemingly without proper support, had a very public breakdown. Shaving her head, attacking photographers with umbrellas, being placed under involuntary psychiatric holds. The court placed her under a conservatorship controlled by her father, a legal move meant to protect her, but one that stripped away her autonomy for over a decade. Even though she eventually made a comeback musically, her reputation never fully recovered. The #FreeBritney movement reignited attention to her situation and led to the end of her conservatorship in 2021. But in terms of her career, that 2007 moment remains a turning point that forever altered how the world saw her. At 5th place, we have Shia LaBeouf. Well, you might know why he's on the list. Shia LaBeouf was once Disney's golden boy turned blockbuster star, with roles in Transformers and Indiana Jones. But his off-screen behavior quickly overshadowed his talent. In 2014, he wore a paper bag over his head reading, "I am not famous anymore," at a film premiere. He was arrested multiple times for public intoxication and disorderly conduct. Then came accusations of abuse from ex-girlfriend FKA Twigs, who sued him for sexual battery, assault, and emotional distress. Shia admitted to having a history of hurting people close to him and said he was in recovery. Despite a few promising indie roles, Hollywood has largely distanced itself. From eccentric behavior to serious allegations, LaBeouf's downward spiral was painfully public. At 4th place, we have Kanye West. Kanye West is a musical genius, no one questions that. But over the years, his controversies have outshined his creativity. He interrupted Taylor Swift at the VMAs. He claimed slavery was a choice. He ran for president and made bizarre public statements. But what truly shattered his public standing were his anti-Semitic rants in 2022. Kanye praised Hitler, spread conspiracy theories, and was dropped by major brands like Adidas, Balenciaga, and Def Jam. His net worth plummeted by over $1 billion in days. Once considered untouchable, Kanye became radioactive overnight. And every attempt to clarify or apologize only made things worse. A career that soared to the top of music, fashion, and business, undone by his own words. At 3rd place, we have burned out Flash Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller was supposed to be the face of DC's cinematic future. As the Flash, they were set to lead a billion-dollar franchise. But from 2020 to 2022, Ezra faced a series of disturbing allegations, assault charges in Hawaii, accusations of grooming minors, breaking into homes, erratic public behavior. The headlines kept coming. Warner Brothers faced intense backlash for still releasing The Flash in 2023, despite all the scandals. And though the film underperformed, the controversy tainted any chance of a clean reboot. Miller released a statement saying they were seeking help for complex mental health issues. But the damage to their public image and the DC brand was immense. A career that was once lightning fast, derailed in slow motion.
Learn it? Did you want to fight? Is that the deal? Whoa, bro.
At 2nd place, we have failed actor Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors was the breakout star of 2023. From Creed 3 to Marvel's Kang the Conqueror, he was poised to dominate the decade. But in March 2023, Majors was arrested for allegedly assaulting his girlfriend in a domestic dispute. He denied the allegations, but was later found guilty in December. Immediately, Marvel dropped him. He lost roles, sponsorships, and his growing fan base turned cold. Majors claimed he was a victim of false allegations. But leaked texts, court testimonies, and his refusal to take full accountability made it hard for fans to stay loyal. From superstardom to scandal, Majors' fall was swift and brutal. Finally, to the #1 spot, we can't end the list without this particular incident. Will Smith's slap that heard around the world. Will Smith had one of the most respected careers in Hollywood. A-list actor, Grammy-winning rapper, and box office king. But at the 2022 Oscars, everything changed. Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head, referencing G.I. Jane. Will walked on stage and slapped Rock across the face. On live TV. at the biggest awards show in the world. What followed was chaos. Smith won the Oscar minutes later, but the celebration turned sour. He was banned from the Academy for 10 years, and his projects were delayed or canceled. Public opinion split. Some defended him. Many condemned him. And Will's brand of likability took a major hit. Even with apologies and rehab efforts, that one moment continues to overshadow decades of work. Some careers burn slow. Others explode in a single night. Whether it's a tweet, an assault, or a slap, these moments proved that no one in Hollywood is untouchable. Which fall shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Celeb Knockout for more raw, honest takes from the world of fame and fallout.